If you need extra support beyond these videos, check out my membership package, link in the description box below. There's some good channels out there, but many channels are preying on your weakness. I've noticed there's many so-called experts preying on the weakness and the vulnerability of you, the empath and the chosen one and the genuine soul. And that's the difference, okay? We give our whole hand as chosen ones and empaths and genuine souls, and we've done this through our lives, right? You're no different than I am. I know this about you. And yes, things might have changed where you don't give your whole hand now and stuff like that, but you have done in your life. And I want you to know, as much as there are good channels out there, right, there's plenty of them that are preying on you in your moment of weakness. Many of you have ascended past that moment of weakness now, and you come to this channel for like comfort, or you come back to this channel, our channel here, just to reinforce the message, okay, and things like that. But these other channels prey on the vulnerable, right? And they don't give you the answers. That's what you've got to understand. They don't actually give you the answers. And you know why I know this to be true, right? Because I set out on this journey to help one person. I thought, you know what? If I can help one person, that's what I want to do, right? And obviously, many of you have said it's helped you. But what I've noticed recently is people coming back that used to comment a long time ago, like when I first started. And they said like, oh, hi Zion, like, glad you're still doing well. Like, you helped me so much way back then. So what this indicates to me is many of you, right, will listen to these videos. You might even only need to listen to one video, right? And it gives you the real truth about what's happening. It gives you the fact of the demonic nature of these creatures. It gives you the fact of not feeling sorry for them, okay? Also, regardless of your belief system or anything, you know, it gives you an indication of what this is. Negative energy, if you want to call it that. You want to call it devil, you know what I'm saying, right? And all I'm saying is a lot of these other channels focus too much clinically, so they don't give you the answers. I'm not knocking channels, because there's good channels out there as well, right? And I'm sure you've come across some other good channels. But just watch for the ones that are trying to bait you, right? Or not giving you the right tools to heal. Okay, many of you, like, you know, many of you regular listeners, you know, you might have actually healed a lot. Like, think how far you've come from maybe when you watched the first video of mine. Or, you know, I'm not just saying it's me. I believe it's God or the universe working through all of us. Okay, many of you have come so far, and you still come and watch the channel, and I appreciate that, right? But there's gonna come a time, okay, there's gonna come a time that you may come back to the channel because there's another narcissist at work or something like that, right? Or you're even, you know, you're associating it with a higher perspective, these videos, right? And what I mean by that is, like, you'll see another narcissist in your life and all that, and it might not be about that initial narcissist that was a romantic relationship or a friend or a family unit. It might be you might have ascended past that and you're seeing it elsewhere. So you come back to the channel for awareness or stuff like that, right? And that's a great thing, okay? But what I've noticed, and many of you might not be in this place anymore, and I'm glad you're not, okay? Where you're broken and you're so hurt, and this is what these other channels are hyper focusing in on, to capture you in that moment and keep you stuck and not give you the tools, right, to heal, okay? What I'm saying is I've learned from experience of what's best to heal, right? And you only have to, unless this is your first time here, you only have to go on some of the videos. I tell you, you know, quite clearly what's best for you, right? Such as not rushing forward, not imitating the narcissist, like rushing forward in new relationships and trying to fill a void of empty. You've heard me talk about it, right? All I'm saying is someone might need to hear that once, and it helps them, and they go on their journey, or they subscribe, or they watch a couple of videos and they go on their journey. This is what happens, all right? And I'm glad. That's what I'm here for, right? I appreciate all of you that that listen to the videos and everything like that, and they leave your comments and all of that. Like, I appreciate all of that, but just try and notice the difference. These people might be able to speak, you know, really articulately and have all the clinical terms and different neurons and all this stuff in your mind, right? I don't know, right, what's out there, because I don't really watch that. I don't watch I watch in a different way when I watch content. Like, I kind of see content a different way, but they might know all the clinical stuff and stuff like that, right? But I think it's way deeper than the clinical stuff, you know? And we can only describe the spiritual nature of this world with our finite minds, or how God made us, or the universe made us, right? We only can talk with our finite minds. And I think it's you know, that's why I try to talk to you on a more human level, right? So I'm aware that many of you I've spoken to listen when you go sleep, okay? You leave it playing when you're going to sleep, and I totally understand that, yeah. And things like that, and you come back to the videos for that. But just think how far you've come. All right, I'm not saying it's down to me. Anything you've got from me, I believe that we're vessels, right? And you know, we tap into that, the positive side of life, the positive stuff, the positive energy. God, the universe, source, most high, we tap into that. So anything you've got from me is us being a vessel. Like anything I learn from you, speak to you in sessions, I've spoken to you in the comments. Some of you just listen, but I know that I feel heard, right? I feel understood, okay? And this is what I mean. That you can just, I want you to have the discernment, because they're getting, you know, psychopaths, narcissists and stuff like that infiltrate them in points of society, right? This is going a bit deep now, but you know, like predators will get themselves in a certain place, right? I don't know if this video is going to get flagged now, right? But predators will get in a certain place. Off the topic of narcissism, they may be a narcissist, but just hear me out. Predators get themselves in a type of place to have access to a group of people that they can infiltrate and stuff like that, right? This is what they do, okay? And this is what these narcissists are doing with the empath community and the chosen one community, putting themselves in positions of, you know, a voice, and you're listening to them and they're trying to hurt you. You see, they're really damaging you, right? There's a saying, it's better to teach you to fish than keep catching them for you, right? And that's why, from my experience, you know, I tried to give you the tools that you need, but you can just go on with your journey, you see? And if you come back to listen to the videos for comfort, that's fine. If you come back to stay awake, you know, to keep the message reoccurring, that's great, you know, whatever. But my ultimate intention is so you're healed, you can do it for yourself, you can spot narcissists, you can tell you stay away from people, and give you the tools on this journey, right? That actually helps you. Like, think about it, right? This is why I've been telling in recent videos, which I don't think anyone's talking about it, right? But about you going on into new relationships, and how the narcissist is posing as a chosen one and posing as an empath, right? And not to disclose your narcissistic abuse with people when you're going in forward in romantic relationships or friendships or whatnot, right? Don't disclose your narcissistic abuse. Don't disclose that stuff. Even I go as deep as guarding your light, you see, right? With these new people that you encounter. I don't hear people advising you to do that. The reason I'm advising you to do that is because that keeps you protected. You see, you're not going to open up to someone, another succubus or Jezebel spirit or one of these dusty weirdos. You're not going to open up to one of them and give them, you know, a ticket to your life again, right? And even if you do momentarily, you're going to get out quickly because you've got the discernment now. And this is what we talk about here on our channel, right? So I just want to know that you may come or you stop watching the videos, right? But that's okay. You see what I'm saying? I'm not chasing views. I just want to spread a message to you. You know, sincerely, that's what all I want to do, is spread a message. And I appreciate the regular listeners. I appreciate every listener, right? And I'm not saying it's a bad thing if you keep coming back to these videos, but I'm saying try and spot the difference in why you don't need to come back to these videos. You see why there's so many people that don't come back to these videos, right? Because they go on with their journey, and that's the difference. What's happening with all these other channels? You can see it. You can see this what they're doing. They use scare tactics. They use scare tactics, fear tactics. They play on your vulnerabilities. They play on this stuff, all right? And it's rampant. It's widespread. This message that we hear on our channel here, right? From me, from you, from all of you, because you're all saying the same thing, right? You've seen it. You know these narcissists fucking fuck up and can't cope afterwards. You know that. But many of these channels spread intimidation things. The narcissist has no feelings of remorse, and they keep people stuck. And I scanned through some channels today, and some people that say negative things on this channel, right, on our channel, about the message that we all talk, they're praising someone who uses, I'm not going to say no names, but they're praising someone who uses scare tactics and keeps them stuck. And they commented and said, I watch this every day, la 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 la. And I know why they're watching every day. It's different if you listen to this to go to sleep, or you listen for comfort, or you listen regularly, right? It's a totally different thing why you come back to this channel, right? And I want you to embrace that. I'm not gloating or anything, or praising myself or anything like that. I'm trying to spread an awareness, hear what my motive is behind you knowing this. Because you obviously watch other channels, right? And like I said at the beginning, there's many good channels out there, right? But just spot the ones that are phonies. I think these are narcissists that have infiltrated their place in society to mislead people. And you've got full-blown narcissists doing it anyway. They're the biggest weirdos. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what they're doing. Some of them even tried to say they've changed and stuff like that. I don't know. They're in the comments as well. I don't know. Some of them get spiritual and religious. I don't know, right? All I know is let God be the judge of the universe, assess the situation of karma or whatever, like, okay? But please embrace, watch out for the ones that are trying to trap you, take advantage while you're vulnerable, while you're hurt. So if anyone's listening to this and you're in the depths of despair, and you're thinking, Zion, like, why aren't this one of your normal videos and you're just talking, like, there's plenty of videos. All I'm saying is you understand that maybe you need to hear this now as well, because many of them will encapsulate you through fear tactics, all right? And then you're looking at them as answers, or they're saying, I'm qualified. They'll say they'll talk about clinical assessment, and it just confuses you. You end up feeling sorry for the narcissist. Oh, they had a bad childhood. Oh, it was so mean for them. That's what they try and press you to believe, man. And it's messed up. What the hell? You've been through this whole cycle of abuse, and then your first point of contact with someone who knows about narcissism is telling you to feel sorry for the narcissist. They're telling you, oh, they're sick. If they get help or therapy, they can change and stuff like that. Nah. So it's not just people who say about the therapy. There's channels that are deceptive, right? There's also ones that are making you think that the narcissist is your twin flame. Probably going to get a bad rap now for me saying this, right? You need to watch out for them channels as well. I don't know what they're trying to make you believe, because I haven't really watched them. I just noticed some titles and I can see what they're trying to do, right? So I need you to watch out for that. The narcissist is not your one and only. They're not your divine counterpart. I know that for 100% categorical fact, that these individuals are not your soulmate. They're not your divine counterpart. And I'm not even going to say twin flame. Like, if you believe twin flame, like, watch out for that. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I respect everyone's belief system and stuff like that, but that's some agenda to keep you stuck and enmeshed with the narcissist. And probably, I don't know who founded it, but it's probably a narcissist. You see what I mean? They're very calculative, right? So watch out for this people, yeah? Watch out for this people. Just know that like I said, many people have gone on with their journey now. They don't watch the channel. They come back and comment sometimes. you know. And that's what I really like. That's what all of you will do. So I don't want you to think that, you know, like I said, you might only need to watch one video of this channel, right, of our channel, and you might not need to see anything again, because it births your awakening, right? When you're being told all this, obviously your experience birthed your awakening, but I mean, it might connect dots, you know, this channel, and it gives you some answers that will help you, and then that you take that in your stride in life, right? So just wherever you go on your journey, don't forget, don't fall back to sleep. You see, that's why I said some of you might come back here for reinforcement because you feel yourself slipping off, or you're falling back to sleep, whatever, or you're healing, you're going through the healing journey, and you're using it like that. You know, I understand that, but you're not going back to. Please understand what I'm trying to decide to articulate. Like, these channels aren't giving you the tools. It's different reasons why you come back to the channel, and why I notice that person who knocks this channel, okay, why they go back to the other channel. I know why they go back to the other channel, because the person's using scare tactics, maybe some jargon, is it jargon? Like all that clinical terminology and stuff like that, you know, and scaring them, and they're just they're watching it, you know, they're digesting it every day they're watching it. It's different from why you come here, right? Please understand that. Like, that stuff might help them to some degree, right? Like, you know, to some degree, but it's not giving them the things to strive forward. And that's why so many of you will come to this channel, and you'll go about your journey, or you'll change your whole perspective when you come back to the channel, right? I know that, okay? And it's just when you're in a hurt state, and like, I've got an indication, I know when you're in a hurt state, I'm not trying to mislead you. I'm telling you the brutal, honest truth. I'm trying to be as authentic as I can, and that's what I'm aiming to do, right? And like I said, I still have the same intention. If I can help one person, that's all my intention is. So, yeah, sorry, there's someone in a session that said to me, you can stop saying if you help one person because you helped me. And I was like, all right. So, yeah, he said that to me. But look, please watch out for these fakes and snakes, you know, because they're out there. They're really, really out there, putting themselves in positions, and not giving people the tools, you know. So that's the difference with this channel, and just embrace. Look at the ones that are trying to trap you, you know. They want you to come back to their channel. They want the view. They want this, you know. I appreciate every listener, you know, and all of you that maybe sleep at night with the channel, or you come back for comfort, or you come back for that. You're coming back to the channel for a different reason than these people that are so hurt, broken, and healed, right? And it's just administering a little bit of, it's just helping them, you know, get to the next day, right? Channel here is tools for life that really help you. You know, it's not just trying to, you know, bait you into coming back to a video, or try to take advantage of you and you're vulnerable, stuff like that. It's not for that, you know. And it was nice to see people that have gone on with their journey, even have time to say like, thank you, you helped me, and things like that, right? There's people I've done sessions with that messaged me after and said, like, a long time after, they said, I just want you to remember how much you helped me, and blah blah blah. And I'm not giving credit to myself, this is not self-praise, I'm just saying, you know, we're tapping into this, to the source, the Most High, and we're all, or the universe, and we're all connecting on that level, on that frequency, right? On a high frequency, on a high vibration. We're all connecting on that, right? So we're all vessels, so we can each one help each other as well, you know. But these other channels are not doing that, so I want you to watch out for it. Because any of you that just try to, if you can only take something from, let you know, just try to take something from the video today about what my point was, and I hope it's well received, you know. I hope you understand what I mean. So anyway, thanks for listening today. I really appreciate the support. Please book a session if you'd like to. If you need support beyond these videos, check out our membership package. All links you need in the description box below, and I'll be back with another video soon. Peace.